Hello and welcome back. Last time we made it so that there's a West Rome and an East Rome, and today we are going to be working towards making it just one Rome. In order to do that, we'll need to conquer a bunch of land in the Byzantine Empire. But as we ourselves, the Emperor of the HRE, are Catholic, we aren't able to do holy wars against the Orthodox. We can do claims war and de jure conquest war, but that's not going to be enough. It's going to take quite a while for us to do that. So in order to make it so that we can do holy wars against the Byzantines, we are going to mend the Great Schism, which will make it so that Orthodoxy is basically a heresy of Catholicism, and Catholicism is basically the only proper denomination of Christianity. And in order to mend the Great Schism, we need to conquer stuff like Palestine, Armani, Alexandria, as well as Byzantium itself and Rome. But as we've just had a succession, we need to do some early housekeeping. Luckily, our vassals love us for the most part, and as soon as we appoint them to council positions, there isn't going to be any problems. And one other thing, we have access to all these secondary counselor positions, and we should make use of it, because some of these are very good. Plus up to 10 governor efficiency, that's neat. Plus legitimacy, also very nice. Our tutor can give us plus 10 lifestyle experience, which will be very handy in the long run. As for lifestyle, we will be going down the stewardship, simply because that's our education and it's very nice to have. Now if you remember, when we formed the HRE, all of our kingdom level titles got destroyed for some reason. A good way to get some quick prestige and legitimacy is to just recreate them, and since we have all the money we need, that's not going to be a problem. And we're already to illustrious, and we're halfway to the ordained level of fame, just from going around and creating those kingdom level titles. Now I could go all the way up to absolute autocracy, but I don't think that extra money will be useful, not when you consider all that negative opinion penalty. So I'll just leave it like this for now. Oh boy, if my vassals loved me before, they adore me now. And this guy just inherited the empire, so we're off to a great start here. Such a great start that I'm going to take on the Byzantines for the first time in this playthrough. And here's what I want to do. I need 2 more counties to create the Kingdom of Romania, or not to create it, to steal it from the Pope. When I take it from the Pope, I will be able to just take the papacy in just one war, and we do need Latium both to restore the Roman Empire and to mend the Christian Schism. And would you look at that? The Byzantines do control 1 county within Romania, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take it from them. Now for the stewardship lifestyle, I am going to take a few perks in the administrator perk tree, mostly for the likable and the positions of power, as well as land management. I mean, seriously, plus 20% levy for just like 2 perks investment into a perk tree? Yes, please. Also, I had raised my men-at-arms to siege down the target county and waited for them to arrive, and here they are. I guess it's time to raise the levy as well. Oh yeah, they're running away instantly. They escaped into the mountains, where I don't want to fight them, but that's okay. It looks like they're going to try and recapture that county. If I just corner them like this, I can now attack them. And not even all at once. Oh, look at that. That's just 9k troops deleted in 2 little battles. I'm still missing a couple of counties to claim Romania, so I'll just take them from Spoleto. It looks like there's a Orthodox populist uprising against the Africa Sultanate going on in Sardinia, and if they win, I won't be able to take that whole island in just a single holy war. So I guess I'm kind of forced to attack it before they win. Man, these sieges take way too long. And that's because we only have the tribal era siege animation. I'm currently working on early medieval, but that's still going to take 18 years. That took way too long, but Sardinia is finally mine. Here we go. The Duchess of Spoleto died, and her realm was split in two, the Duchy of Spoleto and the Duchy of Romagna. Now I already control 3 counties in Romagna, so if I just usurp that title, say give it to this guy for example, this lady will now want to be my vassal as soon as I bribe her. Or not even then, okay? She's mad I usurped her title. Okay, well, I don't wanna wait for her to get over it, I'm just gonna go ahead and take that county. And there we go. And now, I just usurp Romagna. Spoleto, do you wanna be my vassal? Yeah, you do. Pope, do you wanna be my vassal? No. In that case, you don't get the choice. Yet another dynasty legacy. Now I have completed the bureaucracy line. I could continue the warfare. Let's go legitimacy, why not? And Rome is mine. Hopefully conquering the Pope won't have any long-lasting consequences for me as a Catholic. Maybe I can give Rome back to the Pope. Nah, the Pope can remain landless, I think. I could continue on and conquer along the Mediterranean, to mend the Great Schism and unite Rome eventually, but first I think I want to clean up my borders a little. For one, I'm gonna conquer Venice, as well as Frisia. While I was busy invading Frisia, the Pope is declaring another crusade, this time for the Kingdom of Al-Sharak in Iberia. I'm not really interested in Iberia, I'd rather we attack the Arabian Empire, not to take any land specifically, but just to weaken them so that I can more easily take Alexandria and Palestine and Antioch and whatever else I need. So yes, I will pledge my support, but can I redirect war to Jerusalem? Yes, I can. And the Crusade for Jerusalem has come. Now I know there's a new mechanic where first the Crusader armies need to gather in a place and then all together invade the Holy Land or wherever. Okay, it looks like everyone is gathering in Rome. That's understandable. I might as well raise my own levy. My men-at-arms are still busy taking Frisia, so I won't be as strong as I could be, but hopefully altogether will be enough. And of course, the Northerners are invading, and this time they're not even Norse, they're Ukomnusko or whatever. I'm literally just gonna pay them off, I'm not even gonna bother with them. It looks like the AI has decided that we are gathered enough and we're going to Jerusalem. Alright, let's do it. It looks like that we're invading through Byzantium, alright. I'm gonna lead my own troops so I can hopefully get the Crusader trait. I hope that doesn't turn out to be a mistake. If I die in this, it will be disappointing. Oh, these poor bastards disembarked directly in Jerusalem. That's not gonna go well for them. Oh, hello. Everyone has moved down to Jerusalem without me, okay? I am kinda dying of attrition here for no reason. Oh well. Okay, just my levy isn't going to be enough to win any battles here, so I have to wait for the professional part of my army to arrive. That is not working. I'm just gonna go ahead and not lead my own troops a little here, don't mind me. Okay, well, it looks like the Crusade did not go as planned. Yeah. So the plan to weaken the Abbasids hasn't gone as hoped. I guess we're just going to have to deal with them ourselves. Oh, hello. And I can restore the Pope to Rome. Except I don't really want to do that. Never mind. I think I'm going to take some time and rest and regroup. Also, my vassals are fairly angry at me for all these offensive wars, so it's probably a good idea to let that go down as well. While I'm at peace, I am going to university. Hopefully that will allow me to get my education up to level 5. It should, I mean I have fantastic learning and great stewardship already. Oh great, and someone wants to murder me. Well, at least there's something I can do about it. Thank goodness I can just click redouble guards and make things less dangerous for me. The Lithuanian kings formed the cadet branch of our dynasty. It looks like Finland took a duchy off them, but otherwise they're doing fine. Well, good for them. Oh great, Golden Sovereign is what it's called. Plus 25 vassal tax, thank you very much. I still have a relatively large offensive war penalty. And my character is only 35, so you know what? I'm going to take it easy. Not go on any aggressive wars just yet. Most of the offensive war penalty is gone. Time to mend the Christian Schism. And we'll do that by invading the Muslims. Now, I need Tunis to reform the Roman Empire eventually, but I also wanna kinda move along the North African coast until I get to the Abbasids, and they are my main target. I recently replaced my onagers with mangonels, and I know it's just a 1 point in siege progress difference, but man, it feels like we're just melting through these enemies' castles. Okay, next target. I don't have a CB against them, but I do have a CB against these guys. I'll take their easternmost duchy. And now I have a little outpost on the North African coast. I don't have to pay to ferry my troops over. Although, to be fair, money is not an issue. One step closer to our targets. The Abbasids actually joined this tiny duchy in their defense against me. It just means that I can destroy their little armies before I even get to them. Look at that, they're just being deleted. Oh man, that's gonna definitely send them into some civil war spirals. And finally, before I get to attack the Abbasid itself, I have to go through Byzantium one last time. I will be taking Solum. Now, where is the Byzantine army going to arrive? If they're going to arrive anywhere near me at all. Cause they are fairly distracted. Although they do have a lot of troops. Oh, here they are. They've attacked me from the sea, the mad bastards. That went as expected. And with the war score having ticked up, I end the war. And now, finally it is time to assault the Abbasids directly. They are doing well for themselves, not gonna lie, they recovered from their North African defeat pretty well. But it will not last long. Not after I take their most wealthy kingdom. I guess what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna wait for them to gather however many troops they can and come to me. Then I'll smash them. Yeah, they hired a holy order, not bad at all. They've brought their numbers almost to my own, but I haven't hired my holy order yet. Here they come. I'm gonna hire my Knights Hospitaller, and with this doom stack I'm just gonna wipe away whatever army they manage to gather. Oh, too late to escape. Way too late. And a casual 11k troops deleted. Fantastic. Look at them, they managed to recover a bit. Man, where do they keep coming from? They hired some mercenaries as well, I suppose. But they just stand literally no chance. I mean, look at this, I'm just deleting them one after the other. I can't enjoy one war without these random northerners. I mean, okay, at this point, yeah, I think I'll just pay them off, but still. I mean, where are they even coming from? I guess Scandinavia still? Everyone there is a satchel. Oh, also look at Lithuania, it's gone all the way up to Novgorod. And it's no longer ruled by the Vassex dynasty. How did that happen? This guy abdicated and gave it to one of his vassals, it seems. Why would you do that, man? Oh well. AI is gonna AI. Also, can we appreciate how Byzantium is collapsing? They'll probably survive this, but they're never gonna be as strong as they were. And Egypt is mine. And this is the beginning of the end for the Abbasids. As soon as my truce with them expires, I'm going in on Palestine. In the meantime, as I need to capture Byzantium as well, in order to mend the schism, I'm going to have my patriarch just fabricate a claim. I don't suppose I have a naval expansion CB on Byzantium. It looks like no. That's only for counties you're near. Ah yes, the peasants are still the wrong religion, and therefore they're fairly angry. I guess I could give my vassals directives to convert faith. Yeah, that's a good plan. It's not gonna prevent this next peasant uprising, but it will prevent the one after it. And here are the HRE populists. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down real quick. Oh, and here's some luck. Despite my patriarch being terrible and only having 7 learning, he has managed to fabricate a claim on all of Thrace. Now, to clarify, I do only need Constantinople in order to mend the schism, but I need all of Thrace to restore Rome. So I kinda get 2 birds with 1 stone there. Hopefully now my vassals will convert all of this to Catholicism. They've already started up here in Alexandria. I'm not sure what this means when the enemy leader is captured, but there's still the faction going on, so does that mean that as long as I don't release him, they can never fire again, or what? Well, never mind that. Byzantium is still busy fighting their civil war. It's a good time just to go ahead and take Thrace. Man, it's even already occupied. This is gonna be easy peasy. That only took like 12 months. And hey, Byzantium finished its civil war, but that does not help them much. If only I knew where their armies are. There's this one, but they're just hostile to me, they're not my enemy. Ah, here's their army, and they're running away. Fair enough. Alright, well, I still don't know where their army is, so I can't destroy it. I guess I'll just need to wait for the ticking war score to give me victory. Okay, good, here they are attacking me. Now they're disembarking into hills. Their only advantage being numerical superiority until reinforcements gets here, at which point I'll destroy them. Oh, look at that. Is it going to be a stack wipe? No, not a stack wipe. Oh, not even that many losses on their side. And just 8 war score, oh man. That's kinda disappointing, honestly. But I suppose it's fair enough. I bet if they had just attacked my full stack, then they would have just completely been destroyed. Maybe I should hunt them down. They may be trying to destroy this peasant uprising. Or not. Wow, look at this. I guess it's because their commander is so fantastic. They almost won there. Okay, never mind. The Byzantines have some bite in them still. And finally, their strength isn't even that weakened, but I take their capital. Now, one good idea would be to maybe turn this into the new capital of my empire, but I think I want to make Rome itself my capital, so I'll just give this to a very competent vassal, such as this genius lunatic. I just need Jerusalem and Antioch to mend the schism, both controlled by the Abbasids. Now the Abbasids just will not collapse, they keep bouncing back every time I defeat them. Well, no matter. I'll keep on pushing. Oh hey, and jihads are starting. Well, I think it's a little too late for that. Here's the enemy army, just walking into the meat grinder. There we go, that took some doing. Now we just wait 5 more years for our truce with the Abbasids to expire again, and we just take Armani. My vassals love me for the most part, and that's despite the 108 negative opinion penalty for offensive wars. By the way, I'm very happy about how conveniently you can just order your vassals to do something, like convert all of Egypt to Catholicism. It's time for another crusade. And this time, apparently, we're going for Croatia. Oh, hello! The Byzantine Emperor is iconoclast. Now we don't even need to mend the Schism to go to war with them. I'll definitely be taking advantage of that. I'll redirect the Crusade to Arabia just to weaken the Abbasids as much as possible. My daughter can go ahead and rule the sands. Meanwhile, I'm going back to war with the Byzantines. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Thessalonica. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, apparently it's suggesting that I don't attack just yet. Fine, fine. We'll deal with the Abbasids first. Oh yeah, and by the way, Hindustan is now a thing. I think that's only added with the latest update. So that's basically a Muslim Indian empire. And here we go. Man, it's looking pretty equal. I guess I'm gonna try and stack wipe some of these smaller armies before the war proper starts. Before everyone from Western Europe and everyone from India arrives on the battlefield. I was a bit over-eager here, not gonna lie. You know what, as I have infinite money, I'm just gonna hire all of the mercenaries. Maybe that will scare them off long enough for my troops to mobilize. There we go, now please leave. Okay, he decided to attack anyway, that's fine. Yeah, now that's what I call a doomstack. Man, I'm going to win the war before they even arrive. Are they still mobilizing? Yeah, they're still mobilizing in Rome. They still have like 80,000 troops, but we have 126. Okay, it is saying that I'm likely going to lose here. Oh my goodness, and I lost. That's fine. The reinforcements has arrived, although I will be putting a more competent commander to lead my army right now. I know I'm losing huge amounts of soldiers to attrition, but they're just mercenaries, that's what they're for. Oh yeah, I'd say that this crusade is one woe, and literally as I say that, here comes another 30k from Hindustan. Time for a bit of a tactical retreat. Although we are at 100% war score. There it is! And yes, my daughter is the new Crusader Queen of Arabia. And to boot, that seems to have nullified my truce with the remnants of the Abbasids. I'm going to be taking the last duchy I need to mend the Schism. And Antioch is mine. And that means... Yep, there we go, I can go ahead and mend the Great Schism. Which is convenient, as the current Emperor of Byzantium is Orthodox again. Let's do it. The Great Schism saw the Christian Church divided, but if all 5 of the episcopal sees of the Pentarchy could be restored under the rule of a single empire under the enlightened leadership of a saintly ruler, there may be a chance to finally reunite Christendom. Mending the Great Schism, not from the east, but from the west. The centuries-long fight of the papacy to assert its primacy over the Pentarchy has finally come to an end. With the reunification of the original seats under Catholic rule, the Orthodox clergy has been forced to bow to the undeniable authority of the throne of St. Peter. But unfortunately, the Basilius was wise enough to convert to Catholicism instead of staying as a Orthodox heretic. His heir is Orthodox though. We'll see how that turns out. In order to restore Rome, I still need southern Italy. I need Athens, Tunis, Croatia and Thessalonica. Okay, Tunis I mostly have. Athens and Thessalonica and Croatia up here I'll get with wars with Byzantium. And yeah, hopefully Byzantium will collapse or it will be ruled by an Orthodox character so they can do holy wars against them. In the meantime, I did get the sanctioned loopholes perk, allowing me to buy claims. I buy claims with piety, and thanks to my participation in the Crusade, I have all the piety I need. And finally, after 3 years of war, the Byzantine army finally rears its head, so it can conveniently be chopped off. One step closer to Rome. It looks like Byzantium is starting to collapse. Serbia has broken free. That's only the beginning, I hope. In other news, the Wessex dynasty is back in control of Lithuania, and Lithuania is bigger than ever. 120 opinion malice for the offensive wars. And everyone still loves me. And the Abbasids are back at over 10,000 troops. Man, these guys are tough. They're even expanding down here into Africa. And here I am fighting one last war, and I'm close to the end. My grandson, my 26-year-old handsome grandson, is ready to inherit. Anyway, here I'm trying to take Athens, and after that all I'll need is a few duchies in Sicily. Emperor Garmon takes the throne, and his vassals don't hate him. Thankfully that offensive war penalty doesn't get inherited along with the throne. I now have Athens. This Byzantine emperor isn't long for this world. Oh yeah, he definitely isn't. When he goes away, I get to attack them again. I guess I need Croatia and a few duchies here in southern Italy. We can finally taste the fruits of our mending the schism labor by declaring a great holy war for Sicily. We get all of this. That plus Croatia is all we need to reform the real Roman Empire. I'm not even gonna raise my levy, just my men-at-arms. That's how in the bag this is. Oh, and some random rebels just have to rain on my parade, don't they? I guess I'll use the men-at-arms for Byzantium, and I'll raise my levy, plus all of the mercenary companies I can hire to deal with rebels. I'm seeing that there's no point in trying to siege down counties without siege equipment. I guess I'll sail this army over to Britain to hopefully smash these guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull my troops back to the capital to deal with this uprising. They're coming right for me. Retreat! Now it's gotten so bad that the emperor was like, hey dude, if you want a peace, I'll accept it, I'll grant it to you. No, I'm going to finish off these rebels real quick, and Byzantium is definitely in a worse spot than I am when it comes to rebellions. Okay, they are now starving, they're attritioned a little. Hopefully now I'll be able to fight them off with 30k troops. Come on. Okay, great. My mercenary contracts are expiring. Will the rebels accept a white peace? They will. Thing is, they don't hate me. Yeah, let's just do a white peace with them. Now back to Sicily. Sorry, what's happening here? Now I am at war with these guys for the Kingdom of Sicily. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I cannot believe... How did it even happen? Well, there goes my once-in-a-lifetime Great Holy War CV for just one county. And now there's another faction to install this random guy, the governor of Brittany, to be the emperor. I'm just gonna bury all of these guys under a French governor. All of that for just that one county. It was not worth it. I was hoping to take all the land I needed pretty quickly, but it looks like I just have to take some time and deal with all of my vassals. Lithuania is looking thick. And bonus, it's still ruled by the dynasty of Wessex. They may genuinely end up forming the Baltic Empire, which is awesome. Meanwhile, Arabia still exists. It's ruled by the Karlings apparently, and despite the Abbasids being broken, they are actually beating Arabia back. And they've basically captured the entirety of the Horn of Africa. But I'm more worried about the Byzantines. Not worried so much as annoyed by them. I'm conquering Sicily one duchy at a time over here. And I still need one more county in the Duchy of Croatia before I can reform Rome. I think I may actually end up reforming Rome with my next character. So here I am fighting against Byzantium for just this last county I need to reform Rome. Now the game is telling me I'm dying, and yeah, that's looking likely. My next heir is not bad, with decent traits. Hopefully with him I'll finally manage to restore Rome. My tactic here is to just sit on this county and either let their armies come to me, or wait for the taking war score to win me the war. So here I am with my next character, and I'm currently winning the war for the last county I need to reform Rome. And all I need now is to reach the legendary level of fame. And here we are, some 20 years later. I have all the land I need, and as soon as this feast is done, I'll have all the fame I need. Oh, and just in time, the Pope declares a crusade. Where does he want to go? To Zanzibar? That's not a bad target, actually. As you can see here, the HRE religion is really strong here. I mean, they've basically conquered all of India. The Emperor of Hindustan might even unite India. I don't know if that's even possible for him, but I mean, it's certainly looking like it might happen. Over here, the Abbasids and what's effectively the Persian Empire are pretty strong as well, and they will definitely unite to fight off any invasions. But not Zanzibar. Here they're the Muvaladi religion, and there's not many of them. Meanwhile, up north, Scandinavia is still a Satru. Germany is Mozarabic, which is a hostile heresy of Christianity, although I think they're only hostile because I mended the Schism. Meanwhile, there is no longer a Lithuania, but there is a Kingdom of Novgorod, still ruled by the Wessex. Good on them. So yeah, I think I agree. I think we should go for Zanzibar in this next crusade, but never mind that for now. Right now, we're looking for this feast to finish so that we can form the Roman Empire. And with that it is done, and we already have all the prestige we need. And yeah, here it is, decision available, restore Rome. If enough old provinces of the Empire reclaimed, the Holy Roman Empire would win recognition in the eyes of the East as the true, rightful continuation of the Roman state. The dream of Charlemagne has been fulfilled. Oh, we're yellow. That's different. I'm assuming that if you restore it as the HRE, you are yellow, and you get this flag, which I think is slightly different than the other one. Whereas, of course, if you restore it as Byzantium, you get red. Anyway, this is the beginning of a new era of peace and prosperity for Catholics everywhere. The blessed legions of the Empire will spread the holy message of our Lord to all the corners of the world until a true universal church has been established for God and the Emperor of Rome. So does that give us access to new CBs? Yes, it does. Effectively duchy level conquest CBs. Now, of course, this isn't really the Roman Empire. I mean, come on, what is this? We don't even rule the Mediterranean. So join me next time, when we truly restore the power of Rome. My name is Michael, and goodbye.